Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is doing good. So in this video I'm going to be showing us how to make Iro and Buba. I'll be cutting out the Buba first before cutting out the wrapper. So to cut out Buba, you will use the biggest part of the body and add some allowance to it. So some use the bust measurement to cut it out, some use hip measurement to cut it out. Or a situation whereby the bust measurement is bigger than the hip measurement, you use the bust measurement to cut out the fabric. But if the hip is bigger than the bust measurement, you use the hip measurement to cut it out. If the Buba is not up to the hip measurement, you can use the bust measurement to cut it out. But if it's beyond the hip measurement, then you have to use the hip measurement. That's the biggest part of the body, and add some allowance to it. You can add about 2 to 4 inches ease to it. So for this one I'm making, she wants it very long. The length of the Buba is 26 inches. I'll be adding 1.5 inches for folding, making it 27.5 inches. I have 27.5 inches here. Her hip measurement is 46 inches. Divided by 4 is 11.5 inches. I'll be adding 2.5 inches to it because I don't want it too big, neither do I want it too tight. So I'll be adding 2.5 inches to it, and I'll add 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. This is the fabric. I will fold it this way. It's folded this way. I will fold it again. This is the wrong side. Now I have my fabric folded into 4. I will cut out 11.5 inches. 11.5 inches is her hip measurement. Then I will add 2.5 inches to it. 11.5 plus 2.5 inches is 14 inches. Then I'll add 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. That is 14.5 inches. That is 14.5. So I'll mark 14.5 here, all the way to the down part. I'll mark 14.5. Fold that into 4. So we mark 14.5 inches here. The blouse length is 26 inches. And I'll add 1.5 inches for folding. So we cut this side out. So I'll place the neck measurement now. And I'll be making it 4 by 4. If you like, you can make it 5/4. It depends on what you want. You can make it 5/4 or 4/5. So I will be making this 4 by 4. 4 for the wideness and the 4 for the depth. I'll mark 4 here. And I will go to this side and mark 4. That's the depth. Now we connect it. You can decide to make a V neckline or a square neckline. So this round neckline is what people normally use. So I will make the round. I'll use my French curve to curve it here. I will cut it out. This is how the neck should look. So on this side, I will make a notch here. This is where I'm going to attach the sleeve. I'm not making a very long sleeve. I'm making a 3/4 sleeve. If you want the sleeve to be 11 inches, I'll be adding 2 inches for folding. That is 13 inches. So I will set this aside. We'll be cutting out the sleeves. The fabric is folded into 2. The length of the sleeve is 11 inches. Plus 2 inches for folding. I will also add ½ inch here to join this side to the other side. I'll be adding ½ inch also for joining, making it 13.5 inches. The sleeve is 20 inches. That's the round sleeve is 20 inches. Divided by 2 is 10 inches. Now we add ½ inch for sewing allowance. That is 10.5 inches. I'll mark 10.5 inches all the way from the top to the bottom. So what we are going to do is to cut out the bias tip. So I don't have a bias tip. I'll use the same fabric for the bias tip. I will measure the neckline and use it to cut out the bias tip. So I have a 15 inches here. 15 inches on this side and 15 inches on the other side. That is 30 inches. So let me see if I have up to 30 inches for the bias tip. So I measured the neck, it's 30 inches. So but I have more than 30 inches here. So by the time I finish sewing it, I will cut the remaining one. The bias tape is 1 inch. So what we are going to do next is to attach the sleeve to it. So I'll open this up and then open the sleeve. So this is where I made my notch. It's very, very important to make this notch so that you don't miss this midpoint. I'll match the notch together. I'll use ½ inch to join them together. I'll do the same thing to the other side. So after I've done that, I will turn it to the right side. This is the right side. I will use the bias tape to turn the neckline. I will sew it round. After sewing it, I will take it inside, turn it to the other side, and hem it around again. I've used the bias tape to turn the neckline. I also join the sleeve to the buba. So I will turn it to the wrong side again. I'll be joining the sides together. So I've turned it to the wrong side. I'll use ½ inch to sew it. I will start right from the sleeve here. When I get to this place, I will still use ½ inch to join this side here. I will do the same thing for this side. I will sew it from here, and bring it down to the bottom of the buba. So guys, I'm done joining this side. And this is the side. So I'll fold 2 inches inside, then take 1/4 inch. I will hem it round. I will do the same thing for the other sleeve. And then for the bottom side, my folding allowance is 1.5 inches. So this is 1.5 inches. Fold 1.5 inch inside, and I will take 1/4 inch or ½ inch and sew it round. So guys, I finished hemming the bottom and the sleeves. So that's it for the buba. It's as simple as that. And for the wrapper, we will be cutting out 2 yards and 12 inches. So if you're cutting out a yard, 36 is 1 yard. So we cut out 36 twice, then add 12 inches to it. But if you're on a smaller size, you can use 2 yards for the wrapper. But the person I'm making this for is a size 14. So I'll be cutting out 2 yards and 12 inches. So I just want to show you guys, I've already hemmed this side. You measure 36. So this is 36. Then you measure 36 again. So this is 36 again. Then you measure 12 inches. So this is exactly 12 inches. So I've already hemmed this one. I just want to show you how I cut it out. I added 1 inch for sewing allowance, so I hem it this side and then hem the other side. So that's it, guys. Some people like adding rope here. If you want to add rope to this side, you can cut a smaller rope and then add it here. You stitch it here and add to this other side also. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. If you like my tutorial, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channels. I will link them in the description box. I love you guys. Bye.